So now when we go to step 5, as a reminder, we are doing costs accounted for. Instead of completed and transferred out, well, so we certainly do have completed and transferred out. I guess I need to clean that up there. That should be completed and transferred out. What we need to do is we could create a column for equivalent units here as well. So now we have from beginning inventory. So what we need to do then for direct materials and conversion costs in total, we are assuming that the costs from beginning inventory are going all the way through. They're going to be the first units completed. So we're just going to bring these costs over from the initial data. And then we're going to sum these across here. So our 3,400 from beginning inventory. And if we want to do a little indent here just to say, okay, this is following under that. So as a reminder, we had the units that were in beginning inventory that from direct material standpoint there were 30% complete, and from conversion costs they were 40% complete. So now what we want to do is to complete units in beginning inventory. So now we're going to do a couple there. So to complete direct materials, so our equivalent units here, as you recall, would be the 100 units that were in beginning inventory and multiplied by the 70% that needed to be completed. So for direct materials, we have our equivalent units of 70, multiply that by 1134 per equivalent unit. For conversion costs, and again, I'm just putting in a few indentations here so that these follow underneath here. Our equivalent units then, I'm sorry, we'll follow it this way. Now it doesn't really matter, so we'll just do our 100 units beginning inventory that needed to be 60% completed. So we would take 60 equivalent units multiplied by the 1241. And we can just kind of bring this down and delete anything that's doesn't have a calculation there. So we have the costs that were in beginning inventory, that got completed. The units that were in beginning inventory, that's being completed. Now the bulk of what's completed and transferred out is going to be started and completed. If I use an ampersand, that might be getting us into this cell here. Well, that's the 2,500, and that since they were both 100%, we don't need to be doing a calculation here. So we take our 2,500, multiply by 1134, we get 355, 2,500 multiplied by the 1241, and we have 31,015. Then we also have our units in ending inventory. And so for direct materials, so we'll complete the direct materials percentage and conversion costs. We'll just do our calculations here. So we have the 500 units multiplied by the 15%, the 75, and conversion costs were 500 units multiplied by 20%, or 100. So this is notice this is the same as what it was under weighted average. So we have 850 here and 1240 there. So delete that. And so copying these formula down and then coming across bottom border there, we will see that we have the same 31,200 accounted for, 35,200, and 66,400.